This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Yellow.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
They go play fake. Mahomes out to his left. And complete to Zach Ertz. 22 yards there, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Nick Bosa in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Beasley. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's one heck of a third down conversion, a pickup of 39. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. All right.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rosen. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Rosen. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd and 4. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike, that's it. 59. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. He's coming. Double up, double up. Double up.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check, 59. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Ashawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13. Run goes backwards.
You got nothing to that. You got
Back.
check three. Right here, guys. Fight. 51.
Oh, you got deep. Right side.
Now here's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. I'm coming. Whip.
57.
Now Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Clement. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. It's Clement back to the running game. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Beasley. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A big play there for New England. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Nick Chubb, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Hey, defense.
And now it's Rosen looking. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Check three.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd and a couple. Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mark Andrews. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendency.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He'll buy some time right. He hits Beasley right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. This is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now 21-7. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 39. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Intended for Cole Beasley. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
I know you ain't got it.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Deshaun Jackson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yellow. 54. Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
And the Patriot first down.
Mahomes now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's first and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on second and 8, Mahomes. Then he finds Beasley complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Brian Burns brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Tyler Higbee. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots are back within a score. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Lawrence Guy able to get him for a loss of about 3. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Check 56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. Hey, 57, 57. There's a little lady.
Here we go, G. It's just me and you.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm going to run you over. Yellow. Check it back.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now here's Mahomes. And Beasley with it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Past the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Dolphins add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there. So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Alfred Morris, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Now McManus for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Dolphins take over.
That's it, baby. We got one.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's 180.
Check, 59. All right, T, let's check. All right, T. Out. You alert.
Yes.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively.
Easy work.
So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Middle.
On second down, it's Freeman. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now it's Rosen. This is caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
80 weapons.
They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They toss to Freeman. And some room to maneuver. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Rosen on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
3 buds.
Rosen to a knee, and that ought to do it.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.